Today I'm going to be working on the forks. Probably one of my least favorite jobs on an old bike. But this seal is definitely leaking. One thing I did do is I did buy a manual for this bike and printed off the relevant pages I need, because I haven't done a set of forks like these. So that's one piece of advice I can offer you. Get a real manual. Don't go on Facebook and ask a bunch of people that don't know the answer. There's next to no oil left in this thing. Ah, great. Okay, so I got everything cleaned up. I'm not going to run the dampening rod through the Varsol tank. I don't want to introduce any contaminants into it. I've got all the old oil out of it. The old oil wasn't too bad. Looks like it was changed not too long ago. So we'll leave that alone. The one thing I don't understand is I bought this tool. In the manual it says I need this tool to hold this apparatus. But as you can see, this is different. So I don't know what's going on if these are forks off a different year bike. But I was able to hold it enough to get the bottom screw out. But I was lucky because it's been apart before. If these hadn't been apart and that bottom screw was hard to get out, I would have had to build something. But if you know what is going on here, let me know in the comments, because this does definitely not fit anything here. So I don't know what's different about these, whether these are an aftermarket cartridge, because there was a sticker on the fork from Pro Action Suspension, so they had done something to these forks at one point in time. But if you know, let me know. So I've got the new seals. I'm going to go ahead and put this back together with some fresh fork oil. Okay, I'm glad to have those forks done. I absolutely hate doing fork seals. It's kind of an oily, awkward mess, but they're done. They work right, so we're going to move on to this shock. First thing I noticed is looks like it's been leaking. Oil's probably never been changed on it. It's not worth me trying to get tooled up to do this. I'm going to take the spring off so I can paint it, and I'm going to take the shock itself to, there's a race tech dealer here in my city, so first thing I'm going to do is put a zip tie on this bushing so I don't lose anything. And then we're going to take the spring off. Well, that's about it for now. After the last clip, I realized I had the forks in the wrong spot. I was trying to spin them so the least amount of little rock chips are on the outside, but you have to have this little bleeder at the front so you can get at it. Otherwise, the handlebars would have covered it. We got new hardware everywhere. Forks are nice and clean now. No leaks. We're gonna have to let this spring dry for a few days because I'm just using an enamel paint like Honda did. So it takes a while to dry, especially in this cold weather. And I'm gonna have to take that shock in and get it serviced. So I guess that's it for now. We'll see you next time.